Battlestate Games have provided the community with a nice surprise today in the form of an event called Winter Tales. This event puts the world of Tarkov back into the snow. For some this will be great news, for others really weren't keen on the snow. But seasons are something that Nikita has said are going to be used within the game, and this event looks like it may very well be the entry point to a brand new season. The event has introduced bonfires in dynamic but not guaranteed spawn locations around the maps. And with these bonfires comes a new faction of scavs called the Followers of Marana. These scavs are neutral to both PMCs and player scavs until you fire them or on their precious bonfire. Once you start the event, you'll be facing a good fight with a lot of followers coming at you. If you manage to survive the event, you'll be rewarded by a friendly green version of Zerachi named Leshi, who will drop you some loot. At the time of writing, I don't know if he can be killed, so comment below if you've managed to actually drop this guy. Now, the loot from these follower scavs isn't amazing. Their weapons will be near zero durability, but their armor will be fairly normal, and they'll also have ammo, grenades, and meds on them that you can take. And since these guys are friendly unless you engage them, you can really cash in on your player scav if you come across one of these massacres. The bonfire will give you a heat buff called Bonfire's Warmth, with a boost to endurance, strength, vitality, immunity, and stamina recovery. Whereas the followers or proximity to them will give you a screen effect cold buff called Marana's Frostbite, which will lower your body temperature. Now, I've had this at minus 0.5 degrees, but I've also seen people report it being as low as minus 2.5 degrees. There are also a number of new quests for this event. The chain is started by Prapor, and you will need to accept Evil Spirits, which will require you to locate a bonfire and kill at least one of the followers of Marana. The second quest, Spring Never Changes, which is an obvious nod to Fallout's War Never Changes, requires you to light 1 million bonfires. So if you enjoy farming killer, this is right up your alley. After Evil Spirits, you'll be tasked with Granny's Tales, possibly a reference to Old Nan from Game of Thrones, who spoke about the Long Night and the White Walkers. Anyway, for this quest you'll need to kill 50 followers, which isn't as difficult as it might sound, as you'll easily get 10 on a raid, providing the fires have spawned of course, as they're not guaranteed. Next up we have Fishing with Shashishka, which needs you to go into Streets, Interchange, Customs, Woods, Reserve, Lighthouse and Shoreline, missing off only Factory Labs and of course Ground Zero, which is currently locked to players over level 20. While on these maps you will need to take part in the ritual. Final task that we are aware of is named Spring, and it wants you to drink some moonshine, eat some squash, and kill 6 spirits of winter in one raid, as well as survive and extract from that raid. Battlestate Games have a habit of introducing major game or lore changes using events like this, and I think this event is no different. We have a website which is tracking the number of fires lit, and I believe that once it hits 1 million, as per the quest, we will have snow taken away and a new spring season introduced. This was also teased at the end of the video for this event, when the camera pans down to a flower growing through the snow. This will mark a major change and potentially show that we'll be getting seasons in line with the Northern Hemisphere's seasonal change in real time. If this is the case, then we could be seeing 3 to 4 months in a specific season before it changes. This would also mean that a large portion of each wipe cycle, which are currently happening twice a year, will be in one of these seasons. The summer wipe in the vanilla summer season, which will then potentially move into autumn or fall if you're American, and a Christmas wipe potentially being snowy and then moving into the spring. Let's just hope we don't get a nuclear season, as that's a little bit too close to real life right now. But let me know how you feel about the changing seasons. Would you like to see them match the real world, or would you prefer to have Tarkon on a different timescale? Either way, make sure to jump in and grab yourself some follower loot, even if just to say that you tried it out. For more Tarkov content, guides, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in Tarkov.